Hello, welcome back to the Football Chat podcast. We're here, it's episode 27. We're almost at 30, and then we'll be almost at 40, and then we'll be almost at 50, which is over halfway to 100. So yeah, making good progress now through the episodes. And today we're going to be discussing the game we saw yesterday, though this is going out on Wednesday, so...
3 days ago.
Yeah, probably irrelevant by now, but yeah, we're discussing the Carabao Cup final, and obviously Liverpool won it because they are lucky, the game was a fraud, and the FA are biased. No, Kepa's not shit. No, that's disgraceful.
Do you want to go and talk to that poor advertising board yet?
Look, that was not his fault. It's the aerial mass of the wind combined with the
At least it didn't go out for throwing.
Yeah. I mean...
Do you know what? That'd be embarrassing. Wouldn't surprise me.
I think Chelsea got robbed.
Do you know what? No, I actually agree.
The Lukaku offside was on.
Not offside.
That was
fucking
onside.
That foul on Trev.
Yeah, that should have been red from Naby Keita, but obviously...
The only reason it wasn't because he went down injured.
We've now lost 4 domestic cup finals in a row. But if you look at them... I know that is terrible.
You got robbed in one.
If you look at them... Last year, Yuri Tielemans' goal in the FA Cup final...
Absolute bag.
...was a handball in the build-up.
No, we were poor.
Yeah, we were poor, but it was a handball in the build-up.
I don't care, you lost.
Before that, it was Arsenal in the FA Cup, in which Kovacic got sent off when Xhaka stood on Kovacic's foot. There was also a handball or something. I saw a whole compilation.
Martinez got the ball outside the box.
We constantly get robbed at Wembley.
And then the time before that, you just lost to us.
Because the FA are a disgrace.
The time before that, Victor Moses got sent off for chomping a player.
Probably.
And then we won 2-1.
You probably cheated in that game somehow.
No.
There's no way Arsenal Football Club won a trophy without cheating.
We only win the FA Cup and you know it.
What?
That's the only trophy we seem to win.
Yeah, because it doesn't require any skill. You just get drawn against like Boreham Wood. If you got in this round?
Actually, no. We're not in this round.
Wait, are you at? Oh, yeah, you're at the Nottingham Forest.
Don't talk about us getting easy draws when we draw a Prem team or at least a good championship team every round. And then I'll see City playing Burton Albion.
Yeah, that is a bit of a...
You drew Luton.
I mean, yeah, but that's a very difficult tie. Luton are really good.
Oh, yeah, you beat them, what, 4-1?
Luton are the best team. We didn't play Luton last year.
Yes, you did.
I don't think so.
The quarters, no?
I don't think Luton got to the quarters.
I'm 100% sure you did. I am now tracking this.
Okay, I don't think Luton got that far. Isn't that checking it? That looks like you're texting your...
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm
good.
checking it. Do not worry.
Oh, Chelsea Luton.
Oh, it was 3-1 in the FA Cup last year, my bad.
What did we play last?
Yeah, Tammy Abraham got the hat-trick and then...
Damn it. Oh, yeah, Jordan Clark, what a player.
2-1 and there were some bullshit decisions, all I remember.
Yeah, we'll get into FA Cup predictions.
That should have made it
We'll get FA Cup predictions later on. We'll get into them. But yeah, Carabao Cup final overall, I think it was a fantastic game of football.
Was.
Just no one could put the ball in the back of the net, and when they did, it was disallowed.
Mendy nearly won that game.
Yeah, he played very well.
You didn't lose like 6-0. Actually, 6-1. Lukaku should have scored.
I was going to say, Lukaku should have scored.
Mason Mount was just shit.
Mason Mount missed 3 easy chances.
So did Kai Havertz.
Pulisic missed 2. Kai Havertz, I don't think he missed any chances. He was offside. He was offside like 3 times.
And then no, but it was one where the ball comes off of the keeper, he just kicks it straight back at the goalie, and the goalie just picks it up. It was like, just puts it.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching it yesterday, right? I only watched penalty shoot. I can't lie. I watched the highlights yesterday, and every shot I was just like, anywhere but where you put the ball, it goes in the goal.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a few shocking
it's like
misses.
Mason Mount when he hit the post. You kick it the other side of the goal. You kick it down the middle.
Yeah, we literally did the same on stream.
You score because the goalie's sitting down.
Which, if you didn't tune into the stream, make sure to go and watch the full 3 hours and 45 minutes of content there.
Stuart Atwell.
Which features 20 minutes of trying to get our Wi-Fi to work, and then 3.5 hours of actual content. So,
why did it take you 20 minutes to get your Wi-Fi to work?
It was being a dickhead.
I mean, like every stream. What if I just decide now for like 5 minutes?
No, because we've been fine throughout this year, and it was just the last 2 streams now. The Wi-Fi has just gone. Can't be asked. Which is quite annoying. But yeah, overall, I think it's probably the best game, the best 0-0 I've ever seen. Both sides should have scored, but Chelsea should have won. I don't think you can blame Tuchel at all. Like if the system clearly worked because we created so many chances, we just didn't put any of them in the back of the net.
Poor weekend for VAR.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Oh, the mic cable has come out. Where is it? Producer, could you just hand that? I think the audio should still be fine from this mic, but not through that one for a second. Brilliant.
Keep talking.
Right, that's weird.
Yeah, that's throwing me off my game now.
I moved my foot ever so slightly.
That's right.
It just died.
Spotify are going to be well confused as to what's just happened.
The mic died.
I didn't make a noise.
Oh wait, no, it's this mic. That's fine. Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
cool.
Right, yeah, we're fine. But yeah, overall, good game. I think the ref was
Shit.
horrific.
He did the Arsenal City game, didn't he?
He did. Stuart is the worst in the league.
No, I mean
No.
we'll do a referee
He's
tier
so
list.
bad.
Taylor and Dean are up there as well.
Yeah, I was
Mike
gonna say
Dean,
there's a
Mike
lot.
Dean and Stuart Atwell are the 2 worst in my opinion.
I think Taylor's
I think
horrific.
Taylor's horrific.
Yeah, but he's not. Mike
Not
Dean
to
just doesn't like
Arsenal.
Arsenal. He's just a cunt to Arsenal.
Yeah,
And Stuart Atwell's just shit to everyone.
we'll do a referee tier list probably right at the start of April-ish kind of time.
When does the season end?
May.
Oh, so far.
Mid-May. Yeah, I know. But we now get to all the exciting bits of content through the season because we've got like Carabao Cup quarters and semis and stuff coming up. FA Cup. I meant Champions League, to be honest. I don't know why I said Carabao. I looked up and saw Carabao Cup and went, yes. Carabao Cup. No, of course, we've got Champions League second legs and then the quarters, semis, and then the final. So a lot of that coming up. Unfortunately, the World Cup isn't after that. We've got to wait till
Fucking
December. Yeah, it's literally the last week or two of November.
2 weeks of November, first 2 weeks of December.
No, it goes right to it's from like the 21st November to the 21st of December.
It's not. It's the 13th to the 12th. I think.
I thought it was literally like the final being played a week before Christmas or something.
Yeah, and then every Premier League must come back and play their Boxing Day game.
Hmm.
Because the Premier League can't.
Just refuse to have a winter break.
Yeah. Boxing Day has to be played and then the break's until the 3rd.
Just gonna look for the World Cup fixtures. I've just got like 7 tabs of Wordle open. But yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming up.
Wordle chat?
Welcome. The Wordle chat. Have you done the Wordle today?
No.
No, why not? Why not?
Keep it on the football.
Well, no, but we're waiting to see
The Wordle's
the World Cup
interesting.
first.
Have you done the Wordle?
I've not done the Wordle. I need to do the Wordle.
Yeah, the finals on the 18th. The semis are on the 14th, 13th and 14th.
That's what it is. So I need something.
Quarters are on the 9th and the 10th. Round 16's on the 3rd, 5th and 4th and 6th. Don't know why I did it in that order, but yeah.
3rd, 4th. What?
3rd, 4th, 5th and... I said 3rd, 5th, 4th and 6th.
That confused me. It
Yeah.
hurt my head. More normal.
And then all the... Yeah, it's 21st of November.
Is it the I always thought it's on as well.
Yeah, 21st of November is the first Group A game. And of course it's in the lovely country of Qatar. One of my personal faves. But yeah.
Why did they pick Qatar? Money.
In fact, on the topic of World Cup qualifiers, obviously
Right.
England have announced today that they will refuse to play Russia as well. So that's now Poland.
World Cup final, the Champions League finals be moved to Paris.
Yeah, a lot of talk about actually with
That
Russia.
happened before the war broke out, though.
No, I swear it was only.
It happened the day before.
It was
then-
on the day.
It might
of
be.
the
It happened
first.
before the first push happened.
I know they were literally on it the day that anything happened. UCL were like, we'll have a chat tomorrow about it. They got that sorted. Then F1 were quick to thing with the Russian Grand Prix, and
I only saw that yesterday.
Haas removed their Russian sponsor, Uralkali. or
Schalke
Uralkali.
got rid of Gazprom.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Schalke got rid of Gazprom. But
United dropped their...
it's problematic because,
Plane.
yeah, Aeroflot or something like that.
Lewandowski's refused to play
It's a big
Russia.
problem.
Poland haven't. That's weird.
I thought Poland did.
Don't have.
I have they now.
Yeah, I was
I know,
gonna say,
I know
yeah,
to
Poland
begin with,
did.
Lew was just like,
Yeah.
my country can do what they want. I'm not playing.
Yeah, so Poland have, well, I presume Ukraine, they've got bigger problems right now than declaring that they won't play Russia.
Ukraine got given a free 3 points. Ukraine
they?
got moved because Russia don't need to play.
Mm.
And I can't remember what it was.
And so, what was the other team that refused to play Russia?
Croatia.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Croatia.
I think.
Something like that.
Right.
And yeah, today England have announced that they will refuse to play Russia as well.
Yeah, because I forgot we had to play Russia.
Well, it's if they get into the World Cup, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Because so at the moment, all FIFA have done, the sanctions they've imposed is that the Russian team can play, but they cannot play under the Russian flag, name, or anthem.
Yeah.
But Poland and Croatia have both said, well, we still refuse to play them. So if FIFA don't impose any more sanctions on Russia, then the national team will just get a bye as the other team forfeits. In which case, Russia would make it to the
That's
to
bullshit.
the World Cup
Yeah, that's bollocks.
if everyone refuses to play Russia.
Although then surely if everybody's just going, no.
And then they will win the World Cup
Yeah.
because everyone will refuse to play them.
Just a natural.
Apart from probably Qatar, who would go sure,
Sure, I'll
and
play
then
the
they'd
final.
and then they'd be through. Yeah, so it'd be a Qatar Russia final. We'll see who wins. But yeah, so it could make an absolute farcical of the whole competition
And
if they allow
Russia do
if they
win
allow
it
Russia.
doesn't
to
go down
play.
in Russian history as Russia won it, does it?
No, because it will be like
UEFA Russian Federation. Or
yeah,
something
it'll
like
be the
that.
Russian.
It has to have UEFA. in it,
something
otherwise.
for
It's not UEFA. FIFA. FIFA's Russian Federation or something. It's like what they did in the Olympics.
Yeah, and like Mazepin in Formula One has to race under RAF, which I think is like the Russian Autosport Federation, rather than the Russian flag.
Although I feel bad for like people like Abramovich, who got pretty much forced out of his job.
Yeah, and obviously, yeah, he was funding Russia's regime, but that doesn't necessarily mean he wanted the war to happen. Like, I mean,
Fair, he did come out and say he doesn't care. He doesn't care he lost his job, which means he probably supports it a little bit.
yeah, I mean, obviously he's close friends with Putin, and he wouldn't be in the position he is without Putin. So I guess in that regard, he kind of has to back it.
But
Apparently, though, he is at the negotiations today between Russia and Ukraine in Belarus. Yeah,
Which is weird because
try and reach some kind of
Ukraine
peace.
apparently going in there just going, you can have our country if you do this, which is
it
stupid.
just seems a bit odd.
Because if you had the plans to go in and say just take it, you wouldn't have fought them off like this.
You know, I admire the Ukraine president. Bit of
Apparently,
a tangent, but
They'll let them have the
absolute
country
unit.
if they let them keep the Chernobyl station,
odd.
because the Chernobyl station is what makes most of Ukraine's money. So
Yeah.
they probably will. So Ukraine will literally be Chernobyl, which is just dumb.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
it'll
it's
be-
a bit Russia don't really want.
Yeah, no, Russia would love it. It makes so much money. But what it'll be they'll come in and go, or it'll be like, you can keep it called Ukraine, you just owned by us.
Yeah. Well, we mentioned Roman Abramovich briefly, but today there's been a further complication in the literally just now, further complication in the Chelsea ownership thing, as a lot of their charitable trustees that they've brought to run the club. It's the guys who run the charity foundation. Those trustees have been brought in to just help run the club, but a lot of them now are concerned that will mean that they're breaking charity laws if they're running Chelsea Football Club, because that's not like a charity thing and that.
Yeah,
so
I thought it went down to your head of.
So they're considering quitting.
That doesn't surprise me.
So then Chelsea are going to have to rethink their
Apparently
ownership structure without Abramovich.
Croatian Southampton owners, as they were. I can't remember what they did.
They're Serbian, aren't they? The
Serbian, that's it. And Serbia are fighting.
Dragan Solak.
Yeah, apparently they want to get rid of them because of their link into the Croatian army and they're fighting for Russia. Or something, no, Serbian. I keep saying Croatian.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Serbian army.
We're dragging Croatia instead.
I keep saying Croatia just because I remembered the flag being red, white, blue, with a little thing in it in the middle. That's all I remember about
A
the
little
flag
thing in the
that's
middle.
over.
But yeah, obviously that whole situation is causing a lot of
I can't say his name. The
Lots
geezer that
of-
plays for Atlanta.
Ruslan
celebration.
Malinovsky.
That's it. I don't know who
I
said it.
don't,
His celebration.
Zinchenko and Michaelenko obviously shared a hug
Yeah.
in front of
The
supportive
Chelsea Liverpool
fans.
game, they gave everyone the.
That must
Yeah.
be a bit awkward in the changing room. Is Moranchuk still at Atlanta
Yeah.
Yeah.
with Malinovsky?
But I guess Moranchuk won't be supporting the Russian thing.
Yeah.
I doubt he's it.
He's not going to be sat there going, ha.
Haha. Whoopsie.
That'd be mental. I think the Atalanta club would just get rid of him.
Promes left Moscow.
I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He just left the country and went, fuck off.
Fair enough.
I mean, I don't know. Quincy Promes is a bit of an odd one. He was like,
Convicted of stabbing his uncle.
stabbing someone and then moved to
Moved
Russia.
to Russia and he's now left Russia because he wants to play in.
Yeah.
He's trying to get a move to Ajax again. Ajax can't employ him.
He was so good as well.
He's a
before.
baller. He is a baller.
Why do good players throw their careers away?
Shame he likes stabbing his uncle.
Very I can't say that.
Oh dear.
He deserve it though.
Right, back onto football, and actually we just mentioned that Everton Man City game. It was quite a controversial one, but not for the. Obviously, they did the whole ceremony thing before in support of Ukraine, but yeah, in the actual game, it was the big moment where Rodri handballed it in
Played a
the
bit of
area,
basketball. Yeah.
and he looked at it and went, "Nah, not handball." So yeah,
If his hand was any further left, he's picking the ball up.
yeah. I mean, Everton have now requested an apology from the Premier League. I don't know why.
They also want a point.
They want
out of it.
some points, yeah.
But
But realistically, it could make a huge difference because if Liverpool were to now lose the title by a point, or Everton were to go down by a
no,
point,
they don't want to take points off City. They don't care about that.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying is, in the grand scheme of things, that
Oh yeah,
point.
if they win by 1 point, and
Of course, Everton don't want to take points off City. That would help Liverpool's title charge.
yeah, but if Everton go down by 1 point and ahead on goal difference, or if they go down by just goal difference, and that 1 point is what kept them up, then they'll be pissed. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a clear penalty. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what argument you can have that that's not a penalty. Like, he clearly uses his arm to control the ball.
It's like
But Man City pays the refs, so. But it's not even like it's the shit referees.
it's not. They're good
Like,
referees.
Kavanagh and Tierney are good at their job. It's not like Anthony Taylor. It's like, okay, well, we knew that was going to happen. Like,
It's
it's
not Mike Dean
genuinely
running
good.
down the wing. No,
Yeah.
it's fucking. I don't get it.
It just doesn't, because you think the
They're
ref,
usually so faultless.
how the ref didn't see that. The linesman, the fourth official,
The
VAR.
linesman
Oh,
flagged
that's
it.
the thing.
That's the only reason it went to VAR.
VAR saw it and then just went, nah, not a pen. It was like, how can anyone look at that and go,
Apparently his hand's in a natural position because he's gonna fall over. He's regaining his balance, which is a whole load of bollocks. 'Cause
Yeah.
he stood on both feet,
I'll-
flat
I'll
on the
try that.
floor.
I'll try it next time. I'll try and lose my balance and then just punch the ball.
'Cause
yeah.
he like, it's like the Reece James thing, where he just puts his arm out.
Which game?
I can't remember. I think it was Liverpool.
Is it the Liverpool one? That was not a...
Yes, it was.
It was a penalty, not a red card.
Oh no, he shouldn't have been sent off.
That was a disgrace. Like, even if you are given a penalty, which is a bit... Because
No,
his arm is here.
No, but he lifts his arm and
Whereas
his knee at the same
Rodri's
time.
like
Yeah.
surrounding the ball like that.
The reason it wasn't a red card for Reece was because it deflected off his knee, whereas it didn't hit his arm straight away. It's why he got sent. It's why he shouldn't have been sent off.
But the only problem
Yeah.
is, I guess he was stood on the goal line, and even because it's gone backwards off his knee anyway, so it's going in the goal.
So his,
but
yeah, but his
kind of
hands...
like- No, he did flick it with his hand a little bit.
If he's moved his hand and saved it, then I get it. But
He does flick his hand, like it bounced off his knee, and he does that. and flicks
long
it
time
out.
ago now, in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to matter too much because Liverpool and City are so far ahead of Chelsea now in the title race.
That's ridiculous, though.
I do think the top two are that now, but I don't know whether I think there's still a chance that Man City could lose it to Liverpool.
I want Liverpool to win the league.
I don't care either way. If anything, I know less Man City fans, so that would be an advantage. But the Man City fan I do know, I don't really want him to be happy.
City fan. I just
yeah. And since Arsenal aren't ever going to challenge for a Premier League ever again,
that's not true. Give it 5 years when our average age is still less than 30.
I don't know. I feel like some of the players could leave.
We've seen Champions League this year.
How would you react if Smith Rowe went to Man City?
Smith Rowe and Saka both. No, Smith Rowe's the only reason Saka's still at the club.
What? Because he hasn't left.
Because Saka wants to go if we don't get Champions League, and Smith Rowe's kind of gone. Stay another year just in case, and he's gone.
Yeah.
Fine. So we've got Saka for.
I think they could both leave though.
To be fair, then we can go and still pick up. Like, our depth is stupid in the attacking midfield and winger positions.
Yeah, you got Odegaard, who's all right. You got Martinelli, who's good.
Absolutely. Pepe's not bad. Pepe's good off the bench. He's never good when he starts.
He's not great.
It's a lovely turn and finish though. He's great on his left foot.
But for 72 mil, if you're calling Lukaku a flop, Pepe's a disgrace.
Don't wrong. The 72 million was what he could have been worth if he stayed in the Ligue 1 for another 3 years and moved to PSG.
I think Lille is, that was a fantastic bit of business from them because they bought him for like 10 mil.
Yeah, no, but he was a baller. He did so well that year. And 72 million did seem like in the long term.
For one season to do that, I don't know. I don't know whether Arsenal will make back their investment either. I think they could probably get 30 for him. Depends on the club. I just don't see a destination. That's the big problem with Lukaku.
We're awful with selling players though. It's like Maitland-Niles, we got 20 million off for, and then we went and sold him for.
He's out on loan, isn't he?
Did he not go
Roma.
Yeah, went loan to Roma.
Yeah, with an option to buy of 10 mil. So instead of selling him to Villa for 25,
Villa are buzzing.
and
They
not
didn't
Villa,
get
Everton, for 25 million. Let's take the 10 million in summer. Why would we do that? Or
wages might be
we got an offer for
come out more.
Aubameyang last year for 45 million. Sell him on a free.
Also, selling to rivals like in the same league would increase his
But
price.
The one I didn't like was the Aubameyang to Milan. 45 million was offered, and we went no.
Now he's left on a free through
And then left on a-
mutual termination.
I just don't get it. Have you seen PSG refuse to even attempt to keep Mbappe?
I swear they offered him like a huge deal.
Thing, and then he rejected it, and Potts just went, "We can go then."
Well, yeah, there's nothing else they can do if he rejects the contract.
No, but it was like he got offered less than what Real Madrid were, and he asked for like an extra 300,000 a week, and Potts went, "No, because you're a
That's
little
just
shit anyway."
ridiculous, yeah.
Like,
Considering, like, man, PSG have got the
Not
most,
300k a week, 300k, yeah,
other than Newcastle.
they're the most. They can pay anyone, but they just because they're not good at bringing players in. They're insane at bringing players in. Just their coaching staff is awful because it's Spurs' old team. So
Yeah, I mean, on Mbappe, I don't know why he cared too
Liverpool
much
offered
about
him a
money.
contract.
If he actually cared about money, he'd stay at PSG. It seems that he's going to go to Real Madrid no matter what PSG put on the table.
Liverpool have offered him the exact same as Real Madrid has.
He won't go to Liverpool.
I don't. I fucking hope. Do you know what? I actually don't rate Mbappe at all anymore.
I rate him. I think he played really well in the Real Madrid PSG game we watched live.
Oh yeah, but he played well in one game. He does well 4 games. I can't say that anymore actually.
He does well in the Champions League, I think.
He does well sometimes.
Ligue 1 is just very meh. He doesn't. He had a difficult World Cup, Euros with France, but then France struggled overall.
He's
so
the most on and off player in my opinion. What he was good for is getting a ball into the box with speed, and then you look at it and he's not even the quickest.
the problem is defenders know how to mark him now. Defenders know roughly how to stop him.
Defenders know that he can shoot on his strong foot, not very good on his weak foot.
But he's also not got the physicality. So yeah, he's pacey, but if you put him up against a strong enough defender,
compared to a lot of players, he's not even that fast.
no, I do think like his pace is a bit
It's like his top
amplified.
speed is 33 kilometres an hour, and Jamie Vardy aged 33 was 36 kilometres an hour.
Yeah, well, I think things like FIFA don't help with that.
Overhype it, yeah.
So it's like, wow, he's got 99 pace. How good is he? They're never going to give a bronze card who could be quicker 99 pace because
To be fair, they gave that bronze card 97 pace.
I've never. I don't play FIFA, so I wouldn't know.
I do now actually.
You seem like I
just play icon swaps.
You stopped because you got banned.
No, I stopped because it got boring, and then Icon Swaps 2 came out, so I started playing again. I just want the icon pack, and then I'll stop playing again.
Unless a pack to team of the year, I was like, I can't be asked. Not worth it.
So you packed Mbappe
It's just a
team of the year Mbappe before that.
Yeah, I mean,
your pack luck was insane.
Yeah, 2020 I packed team of the year Mbappe. 2021 I got normal Mbappe and normal Messi.
Yeah.
So that was pretty decent.
Packed baby Cruyff and baby Pele last year, mid Pele last year to be fair. Wasn't that bad. How are we on FIFA?
I don't know, I feel like every podcast ends at FIFA eventually. Right, we've kind of covered the Carabao Cup final, we've kind of covered Everton Man City. I didn't watch the game, so there's not much we can say about it.
I watched literally the last 10 minutes where the goal and the
Foden
handball happened.
Yeah.
So
I haven't even seen a replay of the Foden goal. No one's cared about it. The only thing I've seen from that game is
the handball, because it's a whole load of bollocks.
Zinchenko crying before, and then the handball.
And the Ukrainian family that got evacuated from Ukraine crying in the stands.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
They're just all huddled round. Zinchenko flew him out from Ukraine. Some random Ukrainian.
Nice guy.
Yeah. He was also protesting in Manchester. Which doesn't help because it's Manchester.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was protesting him. I saw it over there. I was like, it's a nice gesture.
Yeah, I think that's more of what it is. It's not like Putin's not going to sit up and go, oh, I didn't realise this was a problem. Oh, I'll stop now then.
Oh, my bad. I just thought, Ukrainian people wouldn't care. I apologise.
I was like bombing your gaff and stuff.
Sit down.
So
just
now.
a quick apology video.
Right, should we? We'll try and move on from Ukraine and Russia and stuff. We have a couple more topics. Should we get into Bielsa?
This confused
The
me.
tactician's lost his job.
I don't think he was sacked though.
4-0 loss to something. No, well, it was like he resigned, kind of.
He resigned, and then they just kind of went, yeah, just fuck off.
I think he jumped before he was pushed.
Yeah.
I think they came up to him and said, look, we're going to sack you. You can choose to resign first. Yeah, I think it was very much a sacking.
It was apparently a mutual mutual agreement to leave. Which
That means he's been sacked. Most
or he's found another job, but he's not found another job. So
most sackings now are just a mutual termination of a contract.
Yeah, well, that's
which
what it's
is
saying
like,
anyway.
Well, no. And then the only ones you have like that are sackings is every 6 months for Watford. Every time Mourinho gets sacked, he's like, no, I don't agree. You're gonna have to sack me.
You're wrong. You're just incorrect. Bielsa will be on that board in 2 weeks when someone else gets sacked. Possible option. I don't see him staying in the Prem.
No, I don't see. I think his love for Leeds is too great that he'd go anywhere else, and I don't see anywhere else that he would work. I think if he took a job in like the Serie A or something, he'd do really well.
That's what I'm thinking, because that's where he was before Leeds. Right?
Yeah, for something like that. I can't remember where it was exactly, but
it's like
he's been around.
He could go Juve and turn that round because it's.
Yeah, he'd be fantastic there. But they've got Allegri in there again now, and Vlahovic is there, and he just scores 2 goals every. He's very much become their version of Haaland.
Yeah, he just scores a brace and just like kind of goes cool.
Dortmund, by the way, I know this podcast is all over the place. I feel like we're just bringing up random topics as they come, but Dortmund lost to Rangers. Rangers knocked Dortmund out of the Europa League.
The first game, I'm sitting there, right, and I was just...
I wasn't shocked by the first game, though.
4-2.
I was like, okay, that's just Dortmund's defence. But I thought they'd come back and clap him in the second leg. I think that it's a completely different type of Haaland's there. I think he scores 9 at the Ibrox.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Excuse me, he was available to be selected for the second game. And they just went...
He wasn't... He wasn't even on the bench, was he?
No, they just kind of went, we'll rest you.
I think they didn't want to risk him, personally.
The chance to win a trophy and risk your best player, or...
Yeah, but if Haaland gets injured, they wouldn't have gone any further in the Europa League anyway.
Maybe. I don't know, but then it's just...
And also, I don't think he would have wanted to risk it, because if he gets a longer term injury, and that means that he can't pass the medical until after the window, that's a problem.
Although some clubs buy an injured player and just have him there. It's like
I don't really know where
Aaron
Haaland's going to
Ramsey.
end up now.
I also found out Jack Wilshere moved
We'll
to
get back
fucking
onto
Danish
Bielsa
league.
soon. Yeah, that was interesting. But I don't see where Haaland's going to go.
Their
I
announcement.
hope he comes to Chelsea.
I say
beg.
Chelsea or Madrid.
I don't think Madrid makes any sense with Mbappe's there.
Oh, it doesn't at all. But it's
Man
Madrid.
City have shown they don't need a striker, and they have Julian Alvarez now. Who
They also
and I think
have-
if they're gonna back him, then they can't go bring in Haaland.
They also.
I don't know why Barca are still in the conversation. They have no money. Like, why do they keep saying, "Yep, we're gonna get Haaland"? They don't. Wait, wow, this doesn't make any sense.
Well, Barca are just making stupidly good transfers at the minute.
Yeah, like where do they find 60 mil for Ferran Torres? That baffled me.
Or the 250k a week for Aubameyang.
Yeah, they brought in Aubameyang. They've managed to bring in Adama on a loan.
With an option to buy a 50 million in the summer.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have that fund, but you do.
50, I thought it was a bit lower than that. I thought it was like 30ish.
It might be 30, 40, but even still, they do not have that money to spend after Ferran Torres.
Yeah.
Unless Coutinho goes and they sell 2 more players, they do not have the funds for Adama Traore.
I genuinely don't know where they're getting their money. But, I mean, the Super League's back on as well. It's Barca, Real and Juve setting it up. Apparently it's going to be an open competition. But the first 12 that go in it are going to be so rich from it that they're never going to go down. Or if they do, they'll bounce right back up
was
again.
last time. It was open to, what, 2 teams?
It'll be so
There were 10 teams and it was a tournament of 12.
Yeah, but the point was that it would be the however many it was that were the original, and they'd be in it every season. Then 2 new teams would enter every year,
Qualify.
which were the Champions League finalists or something like that.
The Champions League finalists and then 1 team that won a qualification phase. But
Yeah.
there was no real talk into how the qualification phase was going to be set up.
No, I think that's
So
just
people were just saying it was just going to be the 10 teams that were already selected, just looped round.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much set up that way, and now it looks like it's coming back into fruition. I don't know. I feel like
I feel like they can make it so good, make it a league, yeah. But say it's like a 12-team league and 2 teams.
I
get
don't
relegated.
have a problem with the Champions League.
I don't at all.
I like. There's a few little hiccups that could be things. I think the club's biggest issues, like their biggest issue with it, is the group stages, because nobody really cares. Like the same clubs are going to get through, but I think it's just nice to give the little clubs a chance. I get
Just in case.
Sheriff. you'd never see a Champions League run from a team like an Ajax or something like that, because they wouldn't get into it, because it would just be shut off for the top teams if it was in the Super League. I think the whole thought of having small teams in the Champions League is so crucial for it to be such a great competition. I don't think it's needing a revamp. I just think the big clubs want more cash, so they're looking at, obviously if you're constantly playing the best teams every week, you're going to be making more money than if you're not. And for clubs like Barcelona, who currently are making nothing, they need money desperately, so they're doing anything they can to make this happen. Florentino Perez is just greedy. And
Stan Kroenke came out and apologised for...
Same with other people and that.
He came out, apologised like a year after the first one happened, and is now talking back going into the second one. It's like, what's the point?
And of course, all the FFP rules for the Champions League, that wouldn't matter for them, because what they could make their own FFP rules in their own Super League, so they can basically just break everything. So they could use as much. They could basically bin off FFP, so there'd be no financial fair play, because it would only be governed by themselves. So it wouldn't matter what. So they could just sign everyone. Anyone. If Barca had the money, then they could go and get Haaland. It basically just mean those 12 teams have the best teams in the world, and everyone else isn't good enough. But
it's just money printing at that point, though.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see if the Super League happened in the traditional form, which players actually stayed at their clubs. Because I think you would see people like Ben Chilwell and Mason Mount, players like that. I think maybe even Phil Foden might have not competed in it, but I think you would still see like Mbappe.
All the players that don't care about money.
It'd be interesting. It would. I reckon you'd see a lot of. Yeah, people like Ramos would have nothing to do with it. But it'd be players like Neymar that would love it.
Neymar, Donnarumma would love it.
Mm.
But all the
people
players
like that.
that are just like, I guess I get minutes. Like
Yeah.
the players that are kind of just like sitting on the bench, not really doing much. I guess it's just minutes for them, whilst the players that are refusing to play.
If the new Super League does happen, I don't really know.
We'll just see how it's run, I guess. It
Yeah.
could be good, but
I just really hope they don't like
it's the top two from the Big Six leagues.
ruin the Champions League. But yeah,
Each.
I think especially now with the Conference League added in, I really like the. I think that's a
Conference League is
really
really good.
nice addition.
Because it is just give a smaller team a trophy, except from one big team from each thing. And Spurs got fucking knocked out.
Yeah, it just creates more football, which I think is always a good thing. But also, it gives more chances in those leagues for smaller teams to get into competitions.
More Monday and Friday night football to watch, I guess. Because they just play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Just find a time and we'll play.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whereas Champions League is Tuesday, Wednesday. Europa League have Thursday. This is just, we'll just find a time slot. Just go in there. It's so nice because, say there's not a game on a Friday, you would turn the telly on and it'll be fucking
Yeah.
Mulder Glint playing, and it's just like,
Yeah, Bodo Glimt knocking out Celtic as well in the Conference League. That was stunning.
fucking Aaron Ramsey's injured again.
Anyway, somehow we have tangented massively from Bielsa.
Talking about Juve, and
Yeah.
then we got to somewhere. And
Haaland ended up in there somewhere,
yeah, because you
but
compared him to Haaland, and then you brought in them getting knocked out in the Europa League, and then
Haaland to Leeds now. No, so yeah, Leeds do need to replace him, and I think the two main candidates I've seen linked. I don't know if you've seen any others.
I've not seen anyone linked. 'Cause I forgot this happened.
Jesse Marsch, obviously a Leipzig guy, and Sam Allardyce.
I've seen Sam. I've also seen Graham Potter, but he's linked fucking everywhere.
I don't see Graham Potter
don't see him
leaving
linked, but
Brighton.
it's just-
I think if Graham Potter's going anywhere, it'll be the England national team, which I beg happens, but I don't see happening
I'd
before
love
the World
Frankie
Cup.
Lampard at the World
Problem
Cup.
is, I think the only way we see Southgate not be in charge is if this World Cup goes terribly, which would be so disappointing because the vibes on stream when England do well is so good.
Yeah.
We need that. We need that for this year.
Not even just England, the team we're supporting as well.
Yeah.
Say England won an easy draw, and it's just like, let this team fucking win. And when they do, like, Denmark game.
I think for the World Cup we'll try and do even more games than we did in the Euros.
Yeah.
Because the Euros, well, we had GM19 here at the time, and everything we did was with him. But now that we can control how many we do.
Yeah.
I feel like we can do as.
'Cause you can even stream it.
We're just streaming every day, exactly.
Because I'd probably be able to do loads, because it's the World Cup.
Just move in for a month.
No, yeah, I could pretty much do any game that I just decide.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, it also helps that like there's an earlier game, so even if you could only do the earlier game and then had to leave before the second game, we'd still be able to.
Or just the second game and just come in.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll try and do as many streams as possible.
It's so nice. The World Cup's on. We'll be filming here and just have a fucking game on there. Just.
Yeah, World Cup vibes. But we'll basically not. We probably won't release any podcasts or anything like that throughout the whole time because we'll just have constant streams on. So
Yeah.
pretty much streaming every day apart from the little breaks I have between games. But yeah, Bielsa gone. I think Allardyce is the most likely. I think Jesse Marsch is a fantastic coach, but I don't think this is the right time or job for him. He's never managed in the Premier League before. It's a relegation battle. I don't think that's what he wants.
Oh, they are.
If Allardyce, I think they bring in Allardyce to steady the ship and then get Marsch at the end of the season. I feel if they bring in Marsch, that could be career suicide because they could get relegated immediately.
The only problem
And
with
then
bringing
he's already, and then immediately he's going to get written off by the English press.
The only problem with bringing in a manager after January, is they don't get a transfer window for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and I think that's why Allardyce is better. Because Marsch will want to build his own squad. Allardyce will work with what he's got there and keep Leeds in the league.
Just do him. It's like he'll just come in and just do what he does.
Keep teams in the league. And then we'll have somehow we'll end up with a Hodgson, Allardyce, Dyche
Roy Hodgson's
battle again.
Back.
Yeah.
Well, that was a great prediction from me. So I called it.
Like the start of the season, it's looking really interesting, the relegation battle with all these different managers. You know, like you've got Cisco Munoz and
every single man is involved in
now we've ended up with just 5 English blokes. More than that, isn't it?
That have all been relegated
If
before.
Allardyce is in there, you'll have Hodgson, Dean Smith, Eddie
Sean
Howe,
Dyche.
Sean Dyche,
And then
Hodgson.
Frank Lampard's down there now, English manager.
The problem is though, Frank isn't used to. That's saying Leeds need because
Frank Lampard at Everton, my brain is just frozen.
I think he'll struggle because every other manager is experienced and staying up in the Premier League and being in a relegation dogfight. That's why I think Brentford will struggle with Thomas Frank.
I think Brentford could go down. I really like Brentford. The vibes are popping.
Brentford not even near relegation anymore.
Yeah. Especially after
And
last
Everton
weekend.
17th, 2 points off relegation.
Hang on, I'll get the Prem table up because there's only like 3 points in it now. Or something like that, between like the likes of Brentford.
It's not too many.
Yeah, Brentford now down to 15th and Newcastle are ahead of them. And they've played 27.
Everton are only one for fucking hell.
I know, exactly.
I don't want Burnley to stay up there.
I think Burnley could go down. I really hope they do.
They'll stay up.
I think it'll be Burnley Watford Brentford.
Although I'd love Everton to go down. I'd love it.
Okay, I'm gonna change my 3 that go down every week at the moment. We did a relegation pod 2 weeks ago, then changed it for last week's pod where we did who's gonna win the league, and then this week changing it again. But I'm just gonna keep changing it until I'm right.
I want Everton to go down so
I
bad.
really hope Norwich stay up, but I don't know now. But then they have
Brentford, Leeds,
Norwich.
Watford.
Norwich have played all their difficult games now. They've still got, in my opinion, they've still got Chelsea and United and that. But overall,
Everyone's difficult
they've
games
played
for Norwich.
Man City and Liverpool.
But Norwich for me are just really smart because you get paid more money for winning the championship than you do staying in the Premier League.
Also, yeah, and
you
you
get paid
get
stupid
more
money
money
for
for going down.
Yeah.
Norwich have got Brentford and Leeds in the next 2 games. I think they're crucial. If they win them both, Norwich will stay up. I think if they lose them both, that's that. But yeah, if they win them both, they could end up above Leeds and a point off Brentford with a game in hand on Brentford.
You win more money for winning the championship than you do the Champions League. Because you get the money for silverware,
That's a
the championship money,
and you get
then the Premier League money.
funds. Yeah.
So you get 70 million for just winning the championship, and then it's like 35 million for
Yeah, but
Champions
Champions League give money every round though as well.
Yeah, I guess.
So in the end, it will add up to be more. But yeah, the final
So no, there's only
figure.
5-6 rounds. Add that to 35, so it's 5.
And of course, the money you make from broadcasting as well.
Yeah, I get
the
maybe
biggest games in
it's-
the world and that. You overall you will earn more for getting to the
But
Champions League
just
final.
winning the trophy.
But yeah, just that game you won't win. You won't get as much. But then yeah,
And bear in mind, Norwich win it every other year. So that's 140 million across 2 years for just winning a trophy.
yeah.
I also found out Man City have won the same amount of championship trophies as they have Premier League trophies. So it's just
Will they add another one to this? I mean, they're 6 points clear. One
game in
game off. So Liverpool got a game in hand.
yeah.
I do think a lot's going to come down to that game on April the 10th that unfortunately we can't do live. Brilliant. What's that? The biggest game all yet? Can't do it. But we will be live this Sunday for the Manchester Derby.
Yes.
Possibly Leeds, West Ham.
Liverpool West Ham we will be doing on the Saturday as well. So be live both days. I don't know if you'll be here.
I might be free on Sunday, but I can't do Saturday.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try and get Harry as well for the West Ham.
That does not sum up it at all because there's possibly 5 people.
The West Ham fan.
Yeah, but there's also
King.
2 Liverpool fans.
Yeah, and then there are 2. Are there 2? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll try and get the West Ham fan on for West Ham Liverpool. Not the Liverpool. We don't want any Liverpool fans in there. Can't put up with that after the Cup final. But it's going to take me all the way until we get to the England games, so I'll allow them back on. But yeah. We've got Prem coming up in the next month. Some big Prem games. All the Champions League.
Someone tell me what he's playing.
All the Champions League second legs from the round of 16. And then England at the end of the month.
Whoa.
At the end of March. It's England versus Switzerland on the Saturday night, so I don't know whether we'll do that one or not. But we will do England, Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
Hopefully England do win. Right, we've decent way through this podcast. Can you give us a timing, please, producer?
45 minutes.
Lovely. Right, let's play it pretty nicely. I think we've covered all the topics. We've gone on some mad tangents. So we do some FA Cup predictions. I've got all the FA Cup games up here.
Just put it in
We'll rattle through them,
I have it.
and then we'll get into
When do
okay.
they start tomorrow?
They start tomorrow. So first up, Peterborough versus Manchester City on the Tuesday.
Up the Peterborough.
I really hope Peterborough win, but I'm gonna go 7-0 Man City.
I'm gonna go. Oh, hold on. I need to see if Palmer still plays for Peterborough. This could be bad. Not Palmer, Madison.
James,
No.
he's left.
No. Damn.
I just don't think Peterborough stand much of a chance.
Peterborough. Oh, they have this ball though. Clark Harris.
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't at all.
I think they're going to get clapped.
If Madison was still there, he was an absolute baller. And he scored against Ipswich, that's all I remember.
That's not that.
He got a hat.
That's not that difficult a feat. What are you going then? Peterborough Man City.
4-0 City.
That's low. Crystal Palace Stoke.
2-1 Stoke.
Ooh, upset. I'm gonna go 3-1 Palace.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough bottle it to them. Oh wait, Tottenham. Will they bottle it again?
I fucking hope so.
I think they will. You know, I'm gonna go 2-0 Middlesbrough.
I'm spending a weekend with a Spurs fan soon. I don't want them to be throwing the cup at us now. I'm gonna go 3-1 Spurs.
Ah, boring. Luton Chelsea.
5-0 Chelsea.
6-0 Chelsea. Luton are massive though, so that'll be a difficult game. Southampton versus West Ham, an all Premier League affair.
3-0 West Ham.
I think I'm going to go with the former. I'm going to go 2-1 Southampton. And Armando Broja again, both of them. Another all Premier League affair, Liverpool versus Norwich.
I'm gonna go 3-2 Liverpool.
2-0 Norwich. Back it. Liverpool underestimate and played weakened side after the Carabao Cup final. And they get battered by the mighty Norwich. Right.
Everton, Boreham
Just two more. Everton, Boreham Wood. I really want Boreham Wood to win.
I'm going to say 7-0 Everton.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to go 1-0 Boreham Wood.
Name me a Boreham Wood player without looking.
Oh, nah.
There wasn't even an injured one. You couldn't even name a fucking injured one. I'm going to go Smith.
Yeah. It was a really common surname. I like that left back called Harris. And I'm going to check if there's anyone in their squad called Harris.
Anyone called Smith?
Great.
Evans. That's an easy one to get.
Connor Smith.
Wait!
Connor Smith. Is there a
Yeah,
Harris?
you've gotta get a Connor
Kane Smith as well.
You gotta get a Connor Smith shirt.
I'm not buying a fucking Boreham shirt. I'm not spending 60 quid.
That is surely not a thing that you can purchase. Yeah, they obviously have a shirt, but
Of course you can buy it.
just non me.
They're fans.
Yeah, they've got fucking fans. Of course they have. You have to be able to.
Is it? Well, there's got to be one. Hang on, there's got to be another game here. It's on the Monday, isn't it? Monday 7th. Yes, Nottingham Forest, Huddersfield.
Up the forest.
Score after they spanked
I found it. That wasn't
Arsenal. Nottingham Forest, Huddersfield. Then what are you going for?
2-0 Forest.
I'm gonna go 4-0 Forest.
No chance.
You can even buy training shirts.
Ooh, I didn't know the MLS had kicked off.
Huddersfield are,
48. I'm not paying 50 quid to get a replica away shirt because they don't sell their home shirts.
Hey, what's going on here? Why does the MLS now have 28 teams in one?
Because they don't do it across two.
No. Well,
Oh no, they do.
They do. That's just a different thing. They've got the supporters shield now, which is.
Yeah, I'm not spending 50 quid on that.
Hang on, let's see.
Alex class.
Why is it blue? I thought they were like...
That's their away shirt. Because they're selling it for the Everton game because they're going to be playing in blue away. What? Hold on. No, that makes no fucking sense because they don't sell their home shirt.
They must do.
They don't. I'm on their website.
That is odd.
They do sell their home shirts, just not on their website.
Makes sense, to be fair.
You go on this random dodgy website that definitely isn't legal.
It looks like Premier Inn. The colours, purple.
It's a lovely kit though.
Is it? It's hexagons on a white kit.
I just like the white and black. White kits are always nice though.
Yeah, right. We've done
You can't pay for it, you can just look at it.
I didn't realise the MLS had kicked off. We were going to do a video like, this is why you need to watch the MLS, because we've got a massive American audience now.
Shout out to the Americans.
Thank you to all the Americans watching. Who are Austin FC and why are they top? Who have they got in their team?
They have...
Forget hidden gems. Now got to do it for
a hidden team, yeah.
They have one good player on FIFA. That's all I know about them.
Of course.
They've got a bloke called Pulisic, that would be why. William Pulisic.
Oh, you must.
LeBron James or soccer.
Oh, you go on Puma's website and it takes you to Boreham Wood website. Brilliant. Just trying to buy the home shirt.
Right. Should we get into FPL?
Oh, I've not played my team since AFCON.
If you're not, that could be a problem.
No, I'm sat 718th.
In the TFC league?
Yeah.
How have you managed that? There's only 750 teams.
Oh, yeah.
718.
And
I just changed my team.
Our cup. Well, what week are we going into now?
Cup starts.
We're going into game week 28, which is crucial because your points in game week 28 will matter for your cup placement.
Well, I've somewhat changed my team about, but it's a double game week.
Because if you do good, so the top 200 scorers in our league on this double game week will get a bye in the cup. The other 500 will be drawn for game week 29's first round of the cup in our league.
So I've used bench boost and just decided it was a good idea.
Well, that could for next week. So that could be good for you though, because I don't know why you're then making subs.
Because I'm putting Jimenez on because he's got double game.
Doesn't matter though, because you're using bench boost.
Oh yeah.
You absolute tool.
They're gonna look nice though.
Okay.
I've still got a bench boost.
I still need to make my transfers, but I'm going to wait until the end of the week to make sure.
See,
no
this
one
is
gets
really
injured.
scuffed because I've got David De Gea on my bench and Gabriel Jesus up top.
But yeah, points this week. They don't matter towards the cup. Well, they don't matter for cup games because there's no cup games yet. But they do matter towards the football Champions League.
Every cup.
Well, that's the thing. Our cup starts based on these points. So
yeah, I need to get rid of fucking David De Gea.
I've been knocked out of the cups for about a
while last game
now.
week by 1 point in one of them. Somehow I was just scraping through.
I've got the TFC Cup will start in game week 29, so that's pretty useful. Hopefully I can go far in that because I'm now 200 and I'm now 271st in the TFC league. I'm really pushing for top 200s. You're trying to get last, seemingly.
I just couldn't be bothered. There were too many complications with it.
This week I'm currently on 42, but I've still got Veghorst to play again, so could be on more there. Overall, it's been a poor week. Everyone's just got meh points, pretty much.
Oh no.
Next week though, double game weeks for Villa, Leeds, Southampton, Newcastle, Watford, Arsenal, Wolves, Crystal Palace. I think they're all the teams involved in double game week.
We don't have double game week. Wolves.
Do you not?
Wolves, Villa are the only two I've got in my club. In my team.
Newcastle.
Yeah, Arsenal. Yeah, Newcastle, Southampton, Villa, Leeds, Wolves, and Watford. So that's 6. I've fortunately got Breuer, Ings, Armstrong, Coutinho, Digne, Kamara, and Sarr all on double game weeks.
I literally have Watkins, Jimenez, and Sarr.
My whole team's a double game week.
I've got Ziyech, who's currently injured, but he might be back for Burnley. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I'm going to save my transfers until Friday. I'm not going to make them until Friday.
Jorgie, Rudiger, James.
What balls?
Bought Saka in because...
You've got more Chelsea players than me, which is interesting.
I don't know, I just don't... I love
Why have
Rudiger
you
too
got
much.
Jorginho?
Because I
Penalties.
put him in and then he scored a brace of penalties. So I've just kept him in because I can't bother to take him out. Just as simple as that. Salah against West Ham.
And as for the top of our league, we'll run through it. Can you whack it in here? We have had a little bit of change at the top, but not too much. FPL Peru, Danny Geller holding a firm lead at the top of the league. He's now on he got 58 points this week. He's now on 1,844. He leads by 33 points to Zach Drayton. Those two have been right up there all season. Ooh, so if good enough points with Weghorst and
Pope.
He's got Roberts and Peters all for Zach Drayton. If the three of them play well, could be over. What's Danny Geller still got to play?
He's got Kepa, so he's
still got Weghorst and Pope. So yeah, but unlikely to be any difference there, unfortunately.
Well, I'm not 34.
Mutant Ninja Skirtles, love that name. Up in P3.
Ben Mee, as they call.
Shout out Josh Botha.
Oh, Ben Foster on his bench got 10.
Yeah,
and Robert Sanchez got 1.
Just in that, yeah. That could have made a difference as well. That 10 points would have put him well close to Zach Drayton. Afi Mali, the Godfather's in 4th. He's about 30 points off the top 3 though.
3 games to play in his main team though. That's why he's dropped.
No, he's gone up. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Newell is having a difficult week. But still got Weghorst to play.
And Pope.
And then Reguilon and Sir Maximan didn't play for him, and neither did Buendia.
Reguilon did, he just did, yeah. What?
No. Reguilon didn't play.
He didn't play.
So yeah, Reguilon, Buendia, Sir Maximan all not playing for him, so that's a difficult week for Carabao Emma.
Injured as
could
well,
be he, could be she, I don't know. Right, we should be approaching the hour mark pretty quickly. We'll round up there. But yeah, live Saturday and Sunday Premier predictions out in 2 days' time, and then the week after that we're back in the Champions League. So that should be exciting. We should be covering every game. Fingers crossed, hopefully, unless something goes terribly wrong. Yeah. So that's all that. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to comment down below anything you want. Literally anything. We've covered so many topics today that there's not just one topic that was the main one. But we will title it about Liverpool to win the Carabao Cup, unfortunately. So feel free to comment about that or any of the topics discussed in this podcast. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Listen on Spotify.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! No, fake outro. That was a joke. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure to head over to the YouTube, and if you're on YouTube, head over to the Spotify. Make sure to share the love across the platforms. Hit add to episodes. Hit the download button if you're heading over to the YouTube. Leave a like and comment and subscribe if you're new. All that good stuff. Hit the notification bell to find out when we're streaming. And I think now we have managed to nail it. And Insta and Twitter and all that. That's all linked below. And subscribe to our new channel, TF1C. I've definitely promoted everything. But yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.